Check us out on the YouTube. Hey, we are live now. You know. That's how it is. Hey, so like I was saying, man, if you don't got Facebook, hit us up on the YouTube. Check us out. The Home Invasion Show, CKCUFM, and you'll find us. You can check out them videos like that. You know what I mean? All right, so it is Black History Month. This is the last show for Black History, but you know, we come correct always anyway. We don't need a month to define us. You know what I mean? We keep it militant all day, every day anyway. You know what I mean? So I end up getting a chance to watch Black Panther. And I'm about to hit you with my review for Black Panther. I mean, everybody else says, so why the hell not? I might as well give my opinion. Let y'all know what I thought about Marvel's latest installment. Okay. Shit. I love the way Wakanda looked. The way it opened up. I love the fake out that they did. You know, spoiler alert, I guess. You know, if you haven't seen the movie, I know a lot of people seen it. A lot of people seen that movie. So, you know, I want to say, spoiler alert, they did a little fake out thing. I'm not going to go too into spoiler territory like that. But yeah, they did a little fake out with the villain and shit like that. Who you thought was going to be the main villain really wasn't. And it's crazy that they did that because a lot of media, in terms of Black Panther, whenever they do anything, they really focus heavily on that one character, that villain dude. So it's nice to see them do a little something different, especially with the fake out like that. You know what I mean? It's nice to see Michael B. Jordan in the movie and not do the usual shtick that he usually does. You know what I mean? So I thought that was refreshing. That was pretty good. You know, there was a certain character in the movie. I'm not going to mention who it was, but, you know, the villain or whatever. I thought his motivations was a little thin. You know, he was saying, like, how people in Wakanda are all comfortable and they all, you know, high up and, you know, living away from society and not have to deal with the oppressors, not have to deal with the oppression going on that other black folk have to suffer and go through and stuff like that. I was down with that. You know, I'm always down with characters like that. You know, Magneto is one of my favorite characters only because he's the Malcolm X of the X-Men, you know, universe. So I'm down with that, you know. But the difference between Magneto and the difference between this other villain is that Magneto never really kicked it with the humans. You know, Magneto always thought humans were, you know, on their way out. Mutant kind is the new evolution and stuff like that. So he never really vibed with them humans like that. You know? And if you were to read the comics and follow the X-Men universe like that, you'd know that Magneto actually took all the mutants that were vibing with him and, you know, feeling his message, and he took them down to Asteroid M. He never really vibed with humans before he did that. He just up and did it. He uprooted. This other character right here pretty much slept with the enemy, as I like to call it. You know, he was trained by them. And then, you know, he actually did some work as an assassin and shit like that. Again, being the military, you know, dog like that. And, you know, I thought, you know, he was saying, yo, you guys are all cushy and stuff like that. I'm like, man, you were sleeping with the enemy the entire time anyway. So where do you come off, you know, talking that shit? You know what I mean? I never really felt it. I thought it was whack. And, you know, when I talked to my brother about it, when I talked to Apollo, he was saying, he was like, well, yeah, that was his plan the entire time. His plan was to, you know, be trained by them and use their own schemes and plots against them. In my mind, I'm like, dog, nothing changed. You know, Tom Clancy releasing books all day. You know what I mean? Other people, military strategists, are releasing books all day. You know, you couldn't have read that shit. You couldn't have done that shit. Why'd you have to go and sleep with the enemy like that? Why'd you have to go and be... You know what I mean? Like, it was just an excuse. To me, it was just an excuse. And I really wasn't following him. I really wasn't vibing with him like that. You know, what he was saying was cool. I appreciated it. But the way he went around it and started attacking Wakanda like that, I was like, man, that's bullshit. Straight up, that's bullshit. You know, you can't be saying, hey, y'all not doing nothing when at the same time, you know, you were their lapdog, man. You know what I mean? You were sent. You were the yes man. You know, you were sent to fight for them. You were sent to kill for them. You know, and it got to the point where, you know, it seemed to me like he was just killing for the sake of killing. He loved killing. You know, so I'm like, whatever. You know, it was whack. I'm just glad that I was just waiting for him to get axed. And I was hoping he would get axed. And they did it. They 86'd him. I was like, cool, you know. At first I got a little scared. I thought he was going to be added to, you know, the story. Thought he was going to be featured in the next movie and stuff like that, you know. They do this thing, and I hate, you know, even anime does it. Everybody does it, you know, where the villain is always psychotic. The villain is always like one-sided. He doesn't really want to listen to reason. You know, it's cliche at this point. But right when he's about to die, that's when he's finally listening to reason. He speaking, hearing your side, and stuff like that just before he dies. And I just hate that shit. You know what I mean? I hate it so much. In my mind, it's like, yo, go out guns blazing. You know, if you fighting for a cause and you about to die for that cause, stick with that cause. You know, don't be like, you know what? I see the error of my ways. I should have listened to you, but it's all good. See you when I see you. Nah, I'm like, man, that's straight up garbage. You know what I mean? And they did it. They did it in this movie. You know? Nothing too bad about this movie, though. I'm kind of like nitpicking over here. You know, it did have a crazy storyline. The visuals were crazy. You know, the different African tribes were crazy. They had this one dude with a disc in his mouth, and I'm like, yo, that shit look gangster as hell. You know what I mean? Man, if I was in Wakanda, I'd be one of them dudes with that disc in the mouth or whatever. I'd be doing that shit all day, you know? And dudes dressed out, you know, in like the green suit and everything. And green's my favorite color, too. I'm like, God damn, I'm all about it. I'm all for this, you know? Shit like that. And I'm like, man, it was crazy. I had a fun time watching the movie 3D. Everything was all good. It definitely earned its 3D mark. You know, sometimes they make a movie where they just slap it all together and then they make it 3D, and it just shows. It shows that they're just pandering just to, you know, make more money, because 3D tickets are more expensive than the regular costs, you know. But this one was cool. You know, it was all good. And they did it up. Would I watch it again? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Do I recommend it? Hell yeah. Heavily. You know, other than what I just talked about. Them little things. And even then, they were just little things, you know. The story was cool. I love the story. You know, the characters were cool. You know. At one point, they had Denai Guari, I believe her name is. The chick from Walking Dead. Michonne. I think she did a slight. She kind of dissed Walking Dead. Because, you know, if you know, if you've seen her outside of The Walking Dead, you know that she kind of has like short hair, and the dreads is just a wig. So they kind of had her in the movie. They had her wearing like this wig. It almost looked like a bob or whatever. And she was like, I can't wait to get out of this stupid thing. You know, and she was kind of like talking shit about the wig being on her head. So to me, I was like, huh? Is she low-key dissing The Walking Dead? Is she doing that? Because I don't know, man. They both comic universes like this. And, you know, Marvel's on the come up. Marvel's up there. You know, Image is kind of like, you know what I mean? Shit like that. So I thought it might have been a slight jab. And I was like, yo, that's low-key shade right there. You know? But, hey, it was all good. I wanted to see more characters from, like, you know, the Marvel movies. But at the same time, I was glad they didn't really put them in. Because, you know, I wanted to focus heavily on Black Panther. And it's crazy because this movie, predominantly black, loved it. You know what I mean? Actors were all black, loved it. You know, they had the dude that played the Hobbit. You know, he was in the movie. I'm not talking about, you know, the original Lord of the Rings trilogy. I'm talking about, you know, the Hobbit trilogy. He was in the movie, and he was playing an agent in the movie. I've never seen him. They were talking like as if they've known him before, they interacted with him before. Maybe they have. I don't know. Maybe he was in Civil War. I don't know. I can't remember. But, you know, he was in the movie. And at one point, they brought him over to Wakanda. And, you know, they had Black Panther's sister. You know, she creates all the tech. And they had him, you know, because he got shot in the back. Pretty much can't walk, immobile. And they fixed him up. They patched him up. And I was like, yo, praying to God. I'm like, yo, I really hope he doesn't become a love interest like this. You know what I mean? Because I'm sick and tired of that shit, you know. You know. And at one point, I saw the sister, and me having a daughter too. I'm like, it would be crazy to see her as the Black Panther. They showed 3 different suits. I'm like, yo, she should have put one of them on, you know. And yeah, you know, being a daughter, I was like, yeah, it was crazy, you know. I could have just had my daughter watch that shit with us, you know, and stuff like that. So it would have been nice. It really would have been nice, you know. Especially if you thought the male black superhero demographic was slim to none. Look at the females, dog. You know what I mean? If somebody can hit me up with three predominant, you know, I'm not talking about created now in this day and age. I'm talking about, you know, in the Silver Age, ones that lasted. Just 3. I know Storm was one of them, so y'all got that. Just give me 2 more. Name me 2 more black females that are coming up like that or up there, legendary status or whatever. Name me. You know what I mean? Shit, Halle Berry tried to do the Catwoman thing and that flopped. You know what I mean? So yeah, just give me 2 more. I'll be like, damn, man. I apologize. I didn't know. I didn't know like that. But yeah, all in all, though, would I grab this movie? Hell yeah. Should you grab the movie? hell yeah, I don't smash it. You know, if y'all don't know, this is a smash and grab segment. This is what we do right here. We review something. Smash it means don't do it, don't watch it, don't buy it, don't do nothing. Just smash it to bits and call it a day and walk off. Or grab it, you know. Self-explanatory. Grab the movie, grab the food, grab it and run. Take it and run. You know what I mean? And I highly recommend it. Out of 4 stars, because I don't do 5, I'm all about the even numbers. I don't do odd numbers. Out of 4 stars, definitely give it 3.5 stars. Boom, like that. You know what I mean? First movie ever, and I'm giving it 3.5 stars. You know, and shit, we'll see what happens. I would have liked to see Shaft. There was a lot of, you know, black actors from like back in them days and shit like that. I kind of wanted them to include, you know, the original blaxploitation actors and blaxploitation heroes like John Shaft or whatever. You know what I mean? If they had the original Shaft, you know, in the movie, it would have been nice. It would have been real nice. It would have tied everything together. You know what I mean? Because at one point, without them black superheroes being fully represented, you know, black folk were looking up to, you know, John Shaft and characters like that from back in them days, you know what I mean? So it would have been nice to show homage like that, pay homage like that, shit like that. We'll see what happens, man. You know, they had kind of like a teaser. Anybody watching the movie that hasn't watched the movie, stay watching the movie all the way down to the credits, because there is an end credit scene. They do something in between the credits. I know they're doing that, but just stick around until the entire thing is over and done with. There is something else after that. I know, you know, they said that you can actually watch them on YouTube. I don't know how that's like. I don't know if the quality is going to be as good. But, you know, just stick around. Why not? You know, just watch it out. Stuff like that. I want to say shouts out to my man Apollo. He's watching the live feed right here. That's my man right there. I want to say shouts out to all them people in Radio Land tuning in, whether they be from Ottawa, whether they be from Canada or abroad. All over the world, we coming at you strong with the sucker free music shit. And we coming at you like that. Home Invasion. Black History Month style. We keeping it militant. We giving y'all music with the message as we always do. We don't need a month to define us, because that's how it is. You know what I mean? But yeah, we got some crazy ass tunes coming at you. Speaking of Panther, before I kind of shut this shit off, I do want to mention something. Wesley Snipes originally wanted to do a Black Panther movie back in the 90s. And, you know, he actually hit up his friend when they signed him up. He was down for it. He was a fan and shit like that. And he hit up his friend, Mario Van Peebles, to actually do the movie, but he wanted to, you know, he wanted to keep it in terms of, like, you know, the Black Panther Party, and apparently John Singleton too. You know, they kicked it to John Singleton, and he kind of wanted to remove it from Wakanda and put it in the civil rights movement and shit like that, which is crazy because Mario Van Peebles actually did do his own Panther movie based on the Black Panthers of San Francisco and Oakland or whatever, and, you know, the civil rights and shit like that, Huey P. Newton and all of that. He did that movie. But for some reason, they released it limited run on DVD. I was looking at it back in the days, way back. You know, I'm talking like early 2000s, and it was for like $200. And I've been eyeing it for the longest time. I don't know how much it is now, but I definitely need that movie in my DVD collection and shit like that. You know what I mean? And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because I have a track off the soundtrack from the Panther movie that Mario Van Peebles did, Freedom. That's the theme from the Panther, the Black Bag Mix, I believe it is. And, man, it's insane in terms of talent right here. We talking MC Light. We talking Michelle Indegear-Cello. We talking Nefertiti. We talking Five Footers. We talking Queen Latifah. We talking Salt and Pepper. We talking MC Light. I believe I said MC Light already, but, hey, MC Light is in this, too. You know what I mean? The list go on and on and on and on, you know? So stay tuned. Check us out, ckcufm.com, and click Listen Live to keep it going if y'all haven't done that already. Or 93.1 on the FM is where you need to be if you in town and doing it up like that. You know what I mean? Check it out. The track is hot. Y'all know what it is. We keeping it going. Home Invasion style. This track, music with a message, but I'm going to have to turn it down so we don't get fucked over by the YouTube or the Facebook or anything like that. But hey, like I said, man, check us out on ckcufm.com, listening live like that, or 93.1, what you need to do. And hey, y'all already on YouTube, you already watching this? Click like, comment, subscribe, keep it going like that, and stay connected with us, because that's how we do. Check us out next week. We will be coming down, and if you can't wait till next week for Home Invasion, we on Saturday. We doing New Jack City. You know, Canada's one and only New Jack Swing and R&B radio show. Predominantly New Jack Swing, because that's how we do. We love the 90s, baby. We on midnight to 2 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. And, yeah, so do that up. Peace out, y'all.